again. Okay, so let us start on Integral, just because there's a little bit more that happens with Integral versus Metal Gear Solid, the first printing of it, and we'll see how this goes. Hello.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by Next Generation Special Forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remaining...
Oh, sorry, I am just now realizing that special
It's been a long time, Snake.
I should have known you were behind this, Colonel.
Okay. So I was...
Colonel, I don't work for the government anymore. Let me go back to Twin Lakes.
Why, Snake? Is your life in Alaska all that great?
Okay. So the new cutscene is great, however, I was unfamiliar with the fact that it, in fact, does force the Japanese subtitles. Oh, that's because I skipped it because I'm going to change the game back to the main, because it is Japanese only, but it has a mixed it has mixed dialogue, which is very bad for me because I have audio processing issues. not an integral, because it was a Japanese only release. So we have to change to the US release that is less updated.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by Next Generation Special Forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the President of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike, and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim. High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake?
The man with the same code name as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes, this is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
My character is Solid Snake. He is the one swimming on screen right now. And we're just... Let's go into options first. To make sure... I can't turn off. Oh, I can. Yes. Just making sure I turn off vibration. And then let's do the briefing. Real quick.
It's been a long time, Snake.
I should have known you were behind this, Colonel.
That's no way to greet an old war buddy, Snake.
What do you want from me?
I just invited you here so we could have a talk.
Invited? That's what you call sending armed soldiers after me?
Sorry if they were a little rough with you. But we've got a serious situation here. Only you can get us out of it.
I'm retired from Foxhound. You're not my commander anymore, and I don't have to take orders from you or anyone else.
You will take these orders. I know it.
Excuse me.
Who's this?
Dr. Naomi Hunter. She's chief of Foxhound's medical staff, and an expert in gene therapy.
Are you military?
No, civilian. I've been sent here from ATGC. Pleasure to meet you, Snake. Don't worry, this injection won't hurt a bit.
What's the shot for?
What's wrong? You don't like shots?
Snake, listen up. It all went down 5 hours ago. Heavily armed soldiers occupied Shadow Moses Island, a remote island off the coast of Alaska.
What soldiers?
Next Generation Special Forces, led by members of Unit Foxhound. They've presented Washington with a single demand, and they say that if it isn't met, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
A nuclear weapon?
I'm afraid so. You see, the island is the site of a secret nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Foxhound hijacking a nuclear weapon?
Now you understand how serious the situation is. You'll have 2 mission objectives. First, you're to rescue the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. They're both being held as hostages.
Those are some heavy-duty hostages.
Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to launch a nuclear strike, and stop them if they do. Any questions, Snake?
Questions? I haven't even said whether I'd accept this mission.
Well, you can make up your mind after you hear more about the situation.
Okay. Let's hear more.
Colonel, I don't work for the government anymore. Let me go back to Twin Lakes.
Why, Snake? Is your life in Alaska all that great?
There's a dog sled race this week. Next Saturday, I have to be in Anchorage.
The Iditarod? The longest sled race in the world? When did you become a dog musher?
Right now, my 50 Huskies are my only family. I've got to take care of them.
Don't worry about your dogs.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, Snake, but this vessel is headed for the Bering Sea. There's no room for debate.
I told you, even if I do owe you, I don't owe anything to this army or this country.
You will accept this assignment.
Why should I be stupid enough to do that? I'm no patriot.
Snake, there's enough dirt in your file from your days as an agent to keep you in the stockade until you're a very old man.
Oh, I see. Blackmail.
No, Snake. I prefer to look at it as helping you come to a decision more easily. But anyway, I know you better than that. You'd take this assignment even without the threat.
Why do you say that?
You're a natural-born soldier. You're not the grow old gracefully type. It's the same for all of us who've seen real action. The only place we can feel truly alive is on the battlefield. I'm a soldier too. I know those feelings of powerlessness, frustration that you feel every day. You've tried to play the Boy Scout out there in Alaska, but you can't race dogs in the snow forever. Why don't you come back to us and be a soldier again?
You think my life is some kind of a joke?
Snake, I just want to give you back your purpose in life.
Pressure anchor. Or is this just... Could this just be the same thing again?
been a long...
Okay, it would just be the same thing. And these are things talked about that with you. And there's something in special, right? Yeah. Years 1995, deep in South Africa, 200 kilometers north of Garsberg, Outer Heaven, an armed fortress nation established by the legendary mercenary who was feared in combat by both his friends and foes as a hero and lunatic. The Western nations have found out that a weapon of mass destruction that could rewrite war history is under development in Outer Heaven. They have called upon the high-tech special force unit Foxhound to take care of the situation. In response to this order, Big Boss, Commander-in-Chief of Foxhound, sent Grey Fox, the man with the code name Fox, which is given to the best unit member of the unit, Operation Intrude N313. After a few days, his last message being Metal Gear, Grey Fox is missing in action. Taking the situation seriously, the top men of the West again called for Foxhound. Big Boss selects Solid Snake, who has just recently joined Foxhound as the agent and trusts everything. Okay. Big Boss selects Solid Snake as the agent and trusts everything to him, successfully making a solo infiltration to Outer Heaven. Snake got in touch with local resistance members Schneider, Diane, and Jennifer. With their cooperation, Snake succeeds in rescuing Grey Fox. Grey Fox then lay out the terrifying facts about Metal Gear. Metal Gear was the development name for a nuclear warhead-equipped two-legged walking tank. It can walk through even the roughest terrains that would stop normal tanks. It can conduct local warfare by itself with unique weapons like its Vulcan cannon and an anti-tank missiles. It was indeed a new type of weapon that can conduct a nuclear attack against any place on the face of the Earth, from any land surface. With Metal Gear, Outer Heaven was trying to establish its military superiority over the entire world. In order to destroy Metal Gear, Snake rescues Metal Gear's chief engineer, Dr. Petrovich, and his daughter Ellen, who was taken hostage for her father to continue with his development, and hears from Dr. Petrovich how to destroy Metal Gear. However, as Snake approaches the heart of Outer Heaven and Metal Gear, well-designed traps are set around Snake, as if all his actions are being leaked to the enemy. In the midst of escalating battle, the leader of the resistance, Schneider, falls into the hands of the enemy, and Snake himself gets injured through the deadly battles with Outer Heaven's best mercenaries. But Snake's indomitable spirit leads him to the 100th floor basement of the secret base where Metal Gear was developed, evading the powerful defense system that wipes out all its intruders. Snake ultimately succeeds in destroying Metal Gear. Snake tries to escape from Outer Heaven upon completing the mission. However, during the escape, he was confronted by one man, Foxhound Commander-in-Chief Big Boss. Big Boss laughs at the astounded Snake and tells him of the truth of his mission. While serving as the Commander-in-Chief of Foxhound, Big Boss also ran a mercenary dispatch company, utilizing his connections and capital from his years as a merc. He was planning on building this company at a larger military establishment, and he built Outer Heaven as its base. His purpose for sending the rookie Snake to Outer Heaven was to cause information confusion against the West. However, Big Boss miscalculated. He never thought that Snake would make it this far. Having lost Metal Gear, Big Boss activates the self-destruct system of the underground base. While the countdown to destruction continues, his screams echoes in the emptiness. "You have gone too far! Too far!" On the 100th floor basement, the battle between the two men commences, free of ideology and politics. The armed fortress nation, Outer Heaven, collapsed. The impenetrable fortress, made from the best military technology and occupied by the toughest mercenaries, burned in flames. Behind him, the flames reached skyward as Outer Heaven fell, leaving Snake all alone. If you need to run, feel free. I know it's getting... Wait, no. Sorry, I was mixing up my time there. Well, I mean, if you do have to run, feel free, but this is around the time when we start. In 1999, the world was facing an energy crisis. It was obvious that the supply of petroleum would run out faster than expected. Oof. However, the development of an alternative energy source was far from completion. The price of petroleum has skyrocketed, and the world economy is in confusion. 21st century was expected to be one of chaos. One man's invention changed the entire situation. A tech genius and biologist, Dr. Keo Marv, invented Oilix, a microorganism that refines petroleum to produce a highly purified form of petroleum. The world was filled with hope upon the discovery of this messiah to solve the energy crisis. But at the same time, the world entered a time of tension regarding this new algae. Just as the whole world's attention was drawn to Oilix and Dr. Marv, he gets abducted by someone and disappears. Nations begin investigations immediately, and a name soon appeared: Zanzibar Land. Zanzibar Land was a democratic military regime that suddenly appeared in Central Asia in 1997. When their uprising took place, the CIS army formed around Russia, sends its suppressive unit immediately. Zanzibar Land resists by gathering a band of mercenaries from nations around the world and fortifying most of its land. As a result, the CIS army was repeatedly defeated, and Zanzibar Land declared its independence. Due to the active role mercenaries played, this war was called the Mercenary War, and Zanzibar Land was referred to as an armed fortress nation. a military nation with a group of strong mercenaries surrounded by a tough fortress. According to the latest information, Zanzibar supposedly is armed with nuclear weapons. The whole situation is crystal clear. By obtaining oilics in addition to nuclear weapons, Zanzibar land was trying to establish its economic and military superiority over the entire world. Concerned about this situation, the U.S. orders Roy Campbell, Commander-in-Chief of High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound, to rescue Dr. Marv. Campbell was a former member of Foxhound. He brought back Solid Snake, the man who single-handedly brought down the armed fortress nation of Outer Heaven 4 years ago, and asked him to win back both Dr. Marv and Oilix. Successfully infiltrating Zanzibar land, and with the help of the CIA agent Hori and others, Snake is able to go deep into the fortress and meet again with Dr. Petrovich, the chief engineer of Metal Gear at Outer Haven. He too was abducted into Zanzibar land and was forced to develop another Metal Gear. He tells the surprised Snake that of an even more shocking fact. Big Boss, the man Snake had defeated in Outer Heaven, turned out to be General Commander of Zanzibar land. Snake rescues Dr. Petrovich in cooperation with Natasha, Dr. Marv's guard and former SCAC International Secret Police agent, and then heads for the confinement facility deep in the fortress to save Dr. Marv. When Petrovich and Natasha cross the narrow suspension bridge over the deep valley, a missile blew the bridge away. Natasha flies into the air because of the explosion. While unable to do anything to save Natasha, Snake starts hearing a well-known voice. Hey, Snake. We're good buddies. I can let you go. Just leave this place at once. Gray Fox. Snake sees Gray Fox controlling Metal Gear, the best soldier in Foxhound, who, after the fall of Outer Heaven, disappeared as if he followed Big Boss. Losing Natasha in front of his eyes and letting Petrovich be taken away, Snake screams, "Fox! I will not give up!" After a series of deadly battles with mercenaries, Snake finally gets to Dr. Marv's confinement facility. However, it appears when he arrives, he is too late. He sees Dr. Marv's corpse and Petrovich, who could do nothing but just stand there. Petrovich tells Snake that Dr. Marv could not withstand the repeated tortures because of heart problems. Snake then receives an emergency call from Hori. The information she supplied was very shocking. Petrovich has been voluntarily visiting Zanzibar land to develop Metal Gear. The abduction of Dr. Marv was conducted under the directions of Petrovich himself. After the truth comes out, Petrovich attacks Snake, but Snake easily puts an end to him and obtains the structural plane of Oilix. While trying to escape, Snake is confronted by Metal Gear again, controlled by Grace Fox. The tremendous battle takes place in the underground base, and Snake finally succeeds in destroying Metal Gear. However, Gray Fox does not submit and challenges Snake to the final battle. In the midst of a minefield, Snake and Fox fight without any weapons. A fist-to-fist duel involving no hatred or murderous intent. During that battle, that weird moment of purity, the two are bound in forces. Bound in forces transcending words and emotion. Snake wins the tough but pure battle against Gray Fox. However, there still was someone else Snake had to fight it. Big Boss. Just like 4 years ago in Outer Heaven, Big Boss was waiting for Snake. One who has experienced the tension of battle can never leave again. It can never leave the battlefield. I am the one giving you something to live for, and this is war, and that is war. Snake is infuriated at the arrogant boss, Big Boss. There is only one battle I have to fight. To free myself from you, to shatter the nightmare. Big Boss, I will kill you! With the structural plan of Oilix, Snake and Hori escape from Zanzibar land on a rescue helicopter. Snake once again saves the world. However, there is no smile on his face. Big Boss's last words keep ringing in Snake's head. Whichever wins, our battle does not end. The loser is freed from the battlefield, but the winner must remain there, and the survivor must live his life as a warrior until he dies. Snake then disappears to the White Lands of Alaska alone. No worries. I love this game. I love this this entire series. It is an amazing series, and I hope to be showing everyone why I love it so. I have even made sure that my game is set up correctly so that I can show you as much as I possibly can. Because it's such a good series. And that's why I'm disappointed that I cannot show you one of the more animated versions of the first Metal Gear Solid. But let's go easy, because I just want to experience this story.
I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface. But make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Metal Gear. Nope, wrong one. Nope.
Snake, you have to crawl to get through there. First, crouch down by pressing the crawl button, and then use the directional button to crawl in the direction you want.
Be careful, though. Crawling is slow and you can't attack when you're doing it either.
You can stand up by pressing the crawl button again. Snake, you have to crawl.
Okay. Nothing new. So we have to crawl through here. Is there anything over here? There is. Yes.
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take up to the ground. You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You'd better hide somewhere.
Okay.
Snake, don't forget this is a covert operation. There are lots of bad guys and only one of you. If you're spotted, you'll be surrounded before you know it.
If that happens, you're finished.
First, go to the elevator in the back, take it up to the ground floor. Then look for the DARPA chief.
Make sure that you aren't coming my way. Got there. It's the first major hurdle, although because I played before so much, I'm a bit more familiar with the layout.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea. But it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed. There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly a hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system. The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS-transmitting nanomachines as you.
He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice.
I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
Alright, I'm back.
If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in. There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
What about the air duct near the door? There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
There's obviously, do I... let's not risk it. Made a mistake, and now I'm serving. Okay. Okay, I've already used up a ration, and that's really bad. I think I'm going to be able to really do much else. With that over there. You have to pick him up from the environment, such as with this. Rations are just meals that you can find. Oh. I have oh. Hope they don't have I'm just gonna that out of my inventory. Thank you. Falling.
Watch out for that surveillance camera. You can probably jam it temporarily with your chaff.
Fall again, see if I have anything
There should be a
else.
blind spot underneath that camera. You'll be okay if you stay flat up against the wall.
Anything else?
There should be a blind...
Okay. And let's call him mailing.
What's up, Snake?
Oh yes, it is. It is quite.
Snake, remember what the Gaul said. The graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
You're right. Wow, you know all sorts of great quotes, don't you?
Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China, but I was born and raised in America. I've always liked reading literature from both sides. Kinda keeps me in touch. I'll share some more quotes with you if you like.
I'm looking forward to it. But to tell you the truth, I'd like to learn more about you.
Well, I'll think about it.
There's a lot of good Metal Gear.
What's up, Snake?
Oh.
Talk to you later, Snake.
And Blonde Batty doesn't narrow it down quite as much as I think you might think it does, but if you're referring to the one that you play as, then that would be Metal Gear Solid 2. It's good. Are you talking about Delta? Because technically that came out last year, but it was based off of Metal Gear Solid 3, which came out on the PS2. And you're over there. Is there anything in here? Yes, that's Metal Gear Solid 3, but updated to be more... Oh, you're talking about the boss! Yes, yes, yes. That is Metal Gear Solid 4, or Metal Gear Solid 3, but specifically Delta is the one you played. It had gotten... her helmet, then. Oh, Eva! Yeah. I think Eva. Steve? I can't see. Yeah, Eve, I think. No, Eva, yeah. Yep. Jesus. Up, come on.
I heard something.
Yes, you heard something. Yes, I played a ton of Metal Gear Solid 4 specifically. But I'm going back and playing through the older games that I didn't actually get the chance to get through.
Whose footprints are these?
Snake Eater is 3. So it came out right before 4.
Snake! What happened? Snake! Snake!
Yes. There's unfortunately less baddies. Yeah, no. Do what you need. But yeah, there's less female baddies, but there are plenty of male baddies that are in the series. And I really wish that there were... Oh. I mean, there are plenty of female baddies scattered about the series, and you'll even see one in this game, but... Come on, guy. guess I'll just sneak. Yes, there's plenty of them. And it's so good. Oh, I think it was less that she needed to go for a run and more that she needed to head off and lurk, as it were.
A surveillance camera?
Please. You fucker. You nearly got me discovered because of that. When you say punk, I'm gonna need a little bit more to go off of because unfortunately there are a lot of punks. Oh, understandable. I just wanted to make sure that you did because there's... Oh,
What can I do for you, Snake? Talk to you later.
yeah, I'll need to get used to this. So, if you're talking... Here. If you're talking... Oh, are you talking about... Okay, yeah, that's... the guy with the electric powers. Right? The big bad evil dude is the guy in both games, actually, but the one you're talking about for Metal Gear Solid has lightning powers, and the guy in... Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about now. I know his underling is Radinovich. Sorry, I am going through the... Not Sokolov. Volgin. Yes, Volgin. God, I should have remembered him. He is someone who should be memorable. I just could not remember offhand. But yes, Volgin is a hunk. And I am ashamed that I didn't remember him. You are talking about Colonel Vulcan, right? As the person in Metal Gear. Or are you talking about
A
someone
surveillance
else?
camera?
Yes. Yes, there is. And in Resident Evil, that would probably be Wesker? But I'm unsure if that's the specific one in RE9. Or if there was a different hunk that was the one that got fought in RE9. Oh. I'm gonna get back here. Back into here. So that you don't see me. Yes. I'm sorry for basically info dumping. This is one of my
That base must have
special
some kind of
interests.
ventilation system to recirculate the air. There should be air ducts around there somewhere. They must need a lot of power to run the base. There's probably a diesel generator somewhere. And since generating electricity requires oxygen, there must be exhaust openings for that too. You're not gonna believe this, but they shot down the F-16s we were using as a diversion with a Hind D. Then we got a message from Liquid. He said if we try something like that again, he'll launch the nuke. Snake, hurry up and get in there. That Hind will be coming back soon.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know as much about specific entries in Resident Evil. But it... Oh, Mr. X! Of course! Why couldn't... Mr. X was in older generations of Resident Evil, so I would have recognized him if I had seen his name. But I hadn't played specifically RE9. But yes, Mr. X and Colonel Loken, I can see the comparisons. Now that I'm aware of who was being talked about.
Snake, when you enter a narrow space, you'll automatically go into intrusion mode. Press up on the directional button to go forward, and down to retreat backwards. You can also press right or left to face either direction. Advance while hiding yourself, pay attention to the enemy's actions, and make sure you're not discovered.
But be careful. You can't attack while you're in intrusion mode either.
And even if you go into intrusion mode while you're being chased, the enemy's grenades will still follow you. Snake, first you've got to find the DARPA chief. Look for clues.
I have a lot of memories about... I haven't played a lot of games, but I've looked into a lot of games. So that's why I recognize a lot of different things. I have played Resident Evil 5, and thus have looked into a lot of stuff that came before RE5, but I haven't kept up with it nearly as much as I have with Metal Gear.
Snake, first you've got to find the DARPA chief. Look for clues.
Oh, there it is.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you. So call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80.
So, personally, that's the only one I've played, other than, I think, some on-rails Resident Evil on the Wii. But I have played through, or I have looked into and researched a lot about specifically Resident Evil 4, a little bit into 2 and 1. I think some into Jill's game or whatever. And I've specifically put a lot of effort into looking at the wiki in general. But yes, I've played a lot of 5 with Shiva and Chris! Shiva! Chris!
Snake, first you've got to find...
Okay. So you have nothing more. Let's call you again.
Snake, you've got to think. Your mind is your most dangerous weapon. If things are getting too complicated, try to simplify your thoughts. You can also try calling Campbell for advice.
Okay. Should be fine here. I even remember going into the PlayStation Live or whatever it was, where you had
I moved the dark
interconnected
cell in the
worlds.
first floor basement.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell? Did something happen?
There's an intruder.
Really?
He's already done 3 people.
He's killed 3 people?
Yeah. Say he's using stealth, too.
Stealth? There's an intruder besides me?
Anyway, I want you to increase the security detail on the chief.
Wait, no, it's it's PlayStation Home that I was thinking of, where you had things like the RE5 world, and you could collect things for your home, but it has since shut down. Although I think there's efforts to revive it. But yes, a lot of things from the early online days of PlayStation 3 are going offline, even if it's things with P2P. And it's honestly...
Press the action button to drop down.
It's honestly a very surprising turn of events. Yeah, I grew up with PlayStation for the most part. So I've been on PlayStation for basically my entire life, even before I started transitioning. So it's been... Yeah, I'd argue that I'm more of a PC girl nowadays, but I was a big PlayStation guy when I was younger, because that's basically all I had that could run a bunch of different things. Although I have been on Steam for, God, how long? What's my badge for Steam? Yeah, I've been on Steam since 2009. So I've been on for 16 years. Jesus. Oh. Yeah, I'm not familiar with who that guy is. Yeah, I've been... Well, I was about to say I'm probably older than you, but I've only been around for 30 years in total, roughly speaking. I just cleared you. Go back to it.
Press the action.
Hey, do you have anything to say about this?
Soldiers that have been forged in the fires of battle are used to catching naps whenever and wherever they can. There's a big difference between real soldiers and those kids who have only been trained in VR simulators. After playing for a long time, you should get some rest too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that tends to be what I hear is either people are way older than me or people are way younger than me. Unless I'm in Baldur's Gate, in which case they tend to be around the same age, oddly enough. Though there are plenty of older people. But yes, I grew up with games like this. There's something... There's more to the vents. And that's only rations. Okay. I tried out when I was young, but...
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
I've not really gotten into PA work. And I really haven't done much with it other than voicing for stream rather, and playing games on stream. Otherwise, yeah, I've just been... Oh, and also doing... Choir is the word I was looking for. I did choir when I was young, as well as doing business and drama in high school, which really helps train your voice and your social skills coordination. Oh, thank you. I am also slowly working on raising my voice because I want to be seen as feminine, but I can't be asked. Oh yes, so I'm specifically autistic, which means that I had to be put into special courses to train my social skills for the entirety of middle school, and then my freshman year of high school I was supposed to be in those classes. However, once it was made clear that those were not... I was in a class of both high and low functioning people. I was put into regular classes on the condition that I did something that dealt with training how I speak so that I could speak more naturally, as well as how to interact with people so that I could interact more naturally with people. And that was 7 years of my life that I had to train myself in order to speak as though I was natural. Thank you. I have trained hard.
Don't make too much noise or you'll be spotted. Be careful when you're walking on that floor.
And I think that it might be a good backup to look into. But, you know, it's something that everyone has to learn where their place in the world is.
Snake, that floor is designed so that your footsteps echo. Listen, Snake, there's a way to walk so your footsteps won't be heard. I call it stalking. Here's how you do it. First, put your weight on the opposite foot that you're going to step with. Then, take a step so that your heel makes contact with the ground first. Then, as you slowly lower the tip of your foot to the floor, gradually shift your weight onto that foot. Use your knees to maintain the subtle balance. Try it.
I can't do it.
Another way is to wear your socks over your shoes. If you crawl on your stomach, you won't make any noise either.
It's a lot of work, and the boons that I've gotten are people not realizing that I am, in fact, disabled when they're talking to me, which is great. However, it allows me to blend in, and it might be giving me more soon as I work towards actually putting this entire skill set to work. Obviously, I have to get more comfortable with my voice and hearing it if I'm going to be doing something like voice work. However, I have done streaming for a while now, and I have done streaming in the past before as well. There's something back here. Well, it certainly is good here. And have the key card. And I am even going to a club called Toastmasters in order to help train my elocution, which is basically just public speaking skills. Even right now I am, or tomorrow even, I am going to be getting or rather, performing the role of the funny comes from trauma, but anyone who's funny can tell you that. I almost said anyone who's traumatic is funny, but it's not true in the slightest. But I try. Well, my point was more that, yes, I am funny, but not everyone who's traumatic is funny. And going along with that, not everyone who's traumatic is entertaining either. However, it is a way of coping with trauma that is a lot less maladaptive. Typically, at least. It is good to have people watching me who don't know me from another community or anything. Just here for the vibes. Oh, sorry, yes. You are free to do what you have to. You don't have to stay here. I assumed that you would leave once you were needing to. I, however, release you of your social duties. And have a wonderful night. I need a key card. Where the hell is the key card? Oh! Yes, Miss Maudie is. I'm not, just to make sure that is clear. correct, yes. I am. Oh. Yep. I hope that Miss Molly gets home. Oh, no worries, no worries. It is hard to keep track of everything that you're doing. And it's very easy to just respond. When you're not thinking about who all would be responding to you. I get it. Okay, there's where the guard is. And it's capturing my mouse. So let's get that off screen.
Snake, use the elevator to move from floor to floor. To call the elevator, press the button on the nearby control panel by pressing the action button. The elevator should show up in no time.
No worries. I enjoy... The biggest part about streaming is I enjoy being able to talk with people. Granted, I'm very okay with having people who are just here to sit and vibe or just to listen, but I love being able to just talk and have the excuse to just talk. So that's why I respond to everything that I can, as verbose as I can. Because I just want to be able to speak. It's nice. But yeah, you're good. Oh. So we listen to this. Can't get over there. Something over here. Let's sneak. camera right over there. Don't need to worry too much about the camera. I need to worry about getting to the... So I can see that they're coming. Need to make sure that they're not facing this way when I go. Okay. And I'm on easy, by the way.
Snake!
And I'm very glad I was. Because I'm not good at this game. However, we shall learn. Yep, I clicked black, but... not... Alright. Looks like what matters more if there are people around. That is definitely someone who would have seen me if I got going out. Okay.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
No worries. Yeah, no, take care of what you need.
look at the radar. It's...
But yes, take care of your cats. And feel free to speak when you can, but don't feel like you have to.
Come on, Snake, you can do it.
Nope. It's actually called Campbell once I'm here.
Good. You've got yourself a weapon. To use it, first hold down the R2 button to enter weapon mode. Then select the weapon you want with the directional button. After you've selected the weapon you want, let go of the R2 button to exit weapon mode. The weapon you selected should appear in your hand. To use the weapon, follow the directions displayed in the window. If you use the R1 button, you can equip your weapon more quickly. While you're barehanded, press the R1 button to equip the last weapon you used. Press the R1 button while you're holding a weapon to be barehanded again. Don't fire your gun needlessly, or you might be discovered. If you had a gun with a suppressor, it would be a different story. If you have any questions about weapons or equipment, you should ask our military analyst, Nastasha. Her frequency is 141.52.
Okay.
This is Nastasha Romanenko. A pleasure to work with you, Solid Snake.
You're the nuclear specialist that the Colonel mentioned?
That's me. You can ask me anything about nukes that you want. I am also a military analyst, so I have an extensive knowledge of weapon systems as well. They asked me to participate in this operation as a supervisor from the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. I was happy to accept. We must not allow terrorists to get their hands on nuclear weapons of any kind. I hope I can help you to stop them.
You're a tough lady.
Those terrorists are serious about launching a nuclear weapon? The world cannot stand by idly and allow that to happen, and neither can I. Unfortunately, all I can do from here is provide you with information.
Hopefully that'll be enough. Another soldier here wouldn't make a difference anyway. It's good to work with you, Nastasha.
Same here, Snake.
It sounds like they're trying to narrow you. You might have more success if you had a second keyboard or even just a cardboard drawing of the keyboard. That you can just place somewhere on your desk to allow them to both be on the keyboard and not be interrupting your work. Or whatever you are doing, I should say.
People's reaction speed is slowest around 3 o'clock in the morning, and so is their judgment. If you're feeling drowsy, you should get some sleep.
Okay.
Snake, look at your radar. We've picked up the DARPA chief's signal.
Can you see the green dot flashing on your radar? That's coming from the transmitter in the chief's body. That's where you'll find him.
It looks like the chief is being held in a cell. Find some way to get in there. Hurry up and get him out.
Alright. There's a door. We can't do that yet. Another one with a card needed.
Snake, if you want to go up or down a ladder, just press the action button by the ladder.
And to do that, and then go back.
It looks like the chief is being held in a cell. Find some way to get in there. Hurry up and get him out.
It's also important to be able to control your bodily functions. You never know when a long demo is about to begin. So make sure you're prepared to sit in front of the monitor for a long time if necessary.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island was built at the beginning of this century. It was made only to temporarily store the nuclear warheads.
Why? If they wanted to dispose of them, why wouldn't they just dismantle them right away?
They cannot do that. You see, when you dismantle a warhead, you still have nuclear materials that must be stored. At this point, all of the nuclear material storage facilities are way past capacity. But they could not stop dismantling weapons while at the same time pushing Start 2.
So you're telling me that this base was built so they could temporarily avoid being in conflict with Start 2?
Most people think that we live in a safer world now. But with all the dismantled nuclear weapons and waste around, the threat of nuclear terrorism has increased tremendously.
It's ironic, isn't it?
It really is ironic. No. Oh. Seems like it's the way out. Or at least a way to go. There we are.
Is that a woman?
Not...
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode. Snake, the DARPA chief... Snake.
No, I'm... Go back. Look down. And then... Yes. Can I please?
It looks like the chief is being held in a cell. Find some way...
Get in there.
It's never a good idea to fight on too full a stomach. It'll make you logy, maybe even sleepy. You should wait 30 minutes after eating before you play.
Well, when I say mirroring, I mean that they want to be a part of your activity or to do what you are doing. But it's very hard for them to do that if you are doing something that requires you to control a device and only you control that device. Otherwise, you could also do something like have a stand that is above your keyboard. Yeah, no. I think they're just trying to do what you're doing, which is to mash on the buttons. They don't know that you're actually typing. Oh, no, okay. I see. Well, it's unfortunate. It might also be that there's something in that keyboard that's attracting them, but that's less likely. They might just want your attention, honestly. That's another thing that that's common in cats. Oh yeah, it sounds like they just want to be... How often do you brush your cats, by the way? Yeah, that makes sense. Any creative needs to get rid of their cats for a little while. But yes, if they are not being groomed enough, then they might be silently asking, hey, I need something from you. I can't really say what because I can't speak your language, but I need something.
After the START II Accord was signed on January 3rd, 1993, Russia and the US reduced their strategic nuclear warheads to between 3,000 and 3,500 warheads each. They completely dismantled all of the ICBMs which contained MIRVs. As a result of that, there are over 15,000 dismantled nuclear warheads waiting to be disposed of.
Yeah, no. They could just want pats from you. That's also an idea. Although part of a running theory of mine is that pats have been used as a way to help satisfy the needs of pets for centuries, because scratching helps with the dead skin and the hair that gets trapped in there. And that's what is easiest for us to do, is to just give them little scritches to help. And it's been something that we just learned to do. But that's just me spitballing.
Who's that?
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Metal Gear. It can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between ArmsTech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production. If it hadn't been for the revolution.
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes. Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker? The president of ArmsTech?
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by ArmsTech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes. They cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?
Hey, what happened?
Dead.
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but...
A heart attack? No.
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
Absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you. The Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
Okay, we're in an outbreak. Just unfortunate.
Don't move! So you killed the chief, you bastard! Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move!
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie!
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here!
Looks like we'll be a little delayed. What are you doing? Don't think! Shoot! What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie!
I'm telling you, shoot!
said, it might be just that they're wanting to ask for something and they can't tell you. But yes, I was a bit focused there.
Thanks for the help.
Wait!
And yes, of course, we get the plot-relevant butt shot.
You fool! You've killed him! I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Boss, I have a good idea.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
Good go. Just like that. Use that. And now let's search. That's a level 2 door, okay. Is there anything else here? Nope. But yes, I got distracted. Or not distracted, focused on the game there, so I wasn't able to say that we were running into ads. My apologies. However, we are otherwise able to now go and explore a little bit more. And we can even go back up to 1. Let's do this. In here. Cardboard box! Yes! Oh. Yeah, I need to do that, and then... Is there something over here? Yes. But it's a level 2. think otherwise there's a bunch of backtracking I need to do yet.
What's wrong? Snake! Snake!
Oh, that's what I get for going backtracking just for a box. But I want that box, god damn it. Okay, let's have that turn. There we go. And we go like this. Oh, no!
What's that?
I am back. Yes. Yes, now I have cardboard box. That should help.
Just a box. Get out of the way.
God damn it. I want the box! Give me the box! And once I'm over here, I'll go over here. Grab the box. I'm going to save. Well, let's listen to these guys first.
Snake, Psycho Mantis.
I can be a box. Right, if the terrorists get... No, I didn't know. Really? Nick, you've got to understand, I'm just a middleman in this operation. Anyway, hurry up and get to the second floor basement. We've got to save the president of the arms tech president before the terrorists find out his code. Oh.
Anyway, hurry up and get to the second floor basement. You've got to save the arms tech president before the terrorists find out his code.
Is that just going to be the same thing?
Anyway,
Where I come from, a soldier who loses his head in combat is called a target. Military C rations place an emphasis on calories. That's why it's best to use them along with some other type of nutritional supplement, such as vitamins or minerals. The weather in Alaska is very hard to predict. It can change on a dime. A lot of people say it's the worst weather in the world. It's also important to be able to control your body.
Alright, I've heard that one. Let's listen to this.
They were conducting exercises with this new Metal Gear prototype? Is that what the DARPA chief said?
Yeah.
What the hell?
So you know about Metal Gear?
Just rumors. I heard it is some kind of walking tank that can deliver an accurate nuclear strike from any terrain. Mountains, deserts, swamps, wherever. But you are the real expert on Metal Gear, aren't you, Snake?
Yeah, I guess I am. But what about the PAL system that the DARPA chief mentioned?
It is a device attached to a nuclear weapon system to prevent the missile from being armed or launched. Usually, a secret detonation code or combination is necessary to launch the missile.
According to the chief, there are 2 codes, and the terrorists already know one of them.
The other code? If the terrorists find out that one too.
Yeah, I've got to hurry and rescue President Baker.
Okay. And now let's save.
What's up, Snake?
Save.
Snake, listen to what Lo Ji said. He who knows that enough is enough will always have enough. Just because you see an item doesn't mean that you always have to get it. If you don't really need it, think twice before you stick your neck out. It might not be worth it.
Nah. It's not what my gamer instincts tell me. Let's wait until we get a clear shot. And then punch. Okay. Made it out of there. Here. Oh, nope, this is for 1. 5. C4. Oh. Nope. Soak 'em bullets. But yes, the cardboard box. The most important symbol in the entirety of Metal Gear. section that is not painted like the rest.
What can I do for you, Snake?
Nope.
Good luck, Snake.
It's never a good idea to Snake.
Got to think.
People's reaction speed is slowest around 3 o'clock in the morning, and so is their judgment. If you're feeling drowsy, you should get some sleep.
There we go.
The walls that were cemented over should look slightly different. Look at the walls carefully in first-person view mode. Try to find the walls that have a different pattern.
Did you try hitting the wall? Maybe it'll sound different too.
Those C4 explosives you've got should be able to destroy the walls that were cemented over.
Okay.
That is C4 explosive, a plastic explosive with a texture similar to clay, so you can shape it in almost any way you want. Although it has 1.4 times the destructive power of dynamite, it is highly stable and won't explode without a detonating device, even if it is shot, burned, or beaten. You are using a wireless detonator, yes? The detonator is equipped with a scrambler, so you don't have to worry about interference from any other radio source. Make sure you are sufficiently far enough away when it goes off. Also, as you know, the sound of the explosive will alert your enemies, so be careful.
Okay. Nope. Okay, without the line, I see. Still has a line. To say it's here, but line. Oh wait, no. I get ya.
PEL stands for Permissive Action Link. It is a safety system attached to nuclear missile systems. The missile cannot be fired without the insertion of a special electronic code. But if the terrorists have found out the detonation codes, They can launch the missiles anytime they want.
Military sea rations place an...
President Baker should be somewhere around there. Hurry up and find him. Also, you can't use your radar there. Mei Ling says it's because of electronic jamming. If you want to know more, ask her.
Snake, you can't use your radar in that area. There's some kind of electronic jamming coming from there. I wonder what it is. Anyway, be careful. Be careful, Snake.
Am I too late? He's alive. You're the Arms Tech president, Kenneth Baker, right? Don't worry. I'm here to save you.
No, don't touch it!
C4.
Right. Touch that wire, and the C4 will blow up along with the old man. So you're the one that the boss keeps talking about.
And you?
Special Operations Foxhound.
Damn.
Revolver Ocelot. I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake. Now we'll see if the man can live up to the legend. This is the greatest handgun ever made. The Colt Single Action Army. 6 bullets, more than enough to kill anything that moves. Now I'll show you why they call me Revolver. Draw! You idiot!
Oh. Okay. I only saved here. Which is a good place to save. No worry. No doubt. But
Snake, you can't use your radar in that area. There's some kind of electronic jamming coming from there. I wonder what it is. Anyway, be careful.
Safe.
Be careful, Snake.
I love to reload during a battle. There's nothing like the feeling of slamming a long silver bullet into a well-greased chamber. All right, I'm alive. Let's go. Better hurry up. The old man's not gonna last too long. Don't you want to settle this? You idiot!
Okay, so because it's saved there, I have to do this. Remember that. Then this. Remember that. Raw.
Hiding won't help you. I understand the bullets you see. I make them go where I want.
Shot me in the ass.
I love to reload during a battle. There's nothing like the feeling of slamming a long silver bullet into a well-greased chamber. All right, I'm alive. Let's go. You better hurry up. The old man. Don't you want to settle this? What are you aiming at?
President Baker should be somewhere around there. Hurry up and find him. Also, you can't use...
хорошо. Good. You found a SOCOM. That's
I'm gonna
a
be right back.
Special Operations Command pistol. It's a 45 caliber pistol with plenty of stopping power. It's also equipped with a LAM for nighttime combat. If you hold down the weapon button, you can train the laser sight on the enemy to help you aim. If you find a SOCOM suppressor, you can equip that too. That pistol was designed specifically for use by special forces, so I think it will be useful. Some people find it a little heavy and hard to use, but it shouldn't be a problem for you.
Next ad, I'm going to grab a ration of my own.
Hiding won't help you. I understand the bullets you see. I make them go where I want. I love to reload during a battle. There's nothing like the feeling of slamming a long silver bullet into a well-placed chamber. All right. Better hurry up. The old man's not gonna... Don't you want to settle this? I love the smell of Corda. You know, that sulfury smell. But to you, it'll be the smell of your own death. You're pretty good. Just what I'd expect from the man with the same code as the boss. It's been a long time since I had such a good fight, but I'm just getting warmed up. What? My hand! Stealth camouflage. Can't you even die right? You were lucky. We'll meet again! Who are you? I like you. I have no name. That exoskeleton.
Can you talk?
Who are you?
I'm not one of them. The DARPA chief told me he gave them his detonation code. What about yours?
Oh, I get it. Jim sent you. You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question. What about your code? There's no time.
I talked.
What? Now the terrorists have both codes and can launch any time.
It's not like I didn't fight. I managed to resist Psycho Mantis's mind probe.
He couldn't read you? How'd you do it?
Surgical implants in my brain.
Surgical implants?
Kind of like a psychic insulation. Everyone who knows these top secret codes has it.
Even the DARPA chief?
Of course.
But the DARPA chief said Mantis got his code by reading his mind.
Are you sure you heard him right?
Yeah, I'm sure. In that case, how did they get your code?
I never had any training on how to resist torture.
It looks like he had some fun with you, all right.
Oh, he's not human. I tell you, he loved every second of it.
What happened to your arm?
He broke it.
Looks like you're more than even now. His was sliced off.
Ha, you're a funny man. So the DARPA chief, is he okay?
Dead.
What? Can't be. No, that's not what you promised, Jim. Now you want to shut me up?
Calm down. What's wrong with you? I just told you I was here to save you. I didn't kill the DARPA chief. He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack? Oh, don't be a fool.
Anyway, the terrorists have both codes now.
Those boys are totally insane. They wouldn't hesitate to launch.
I agree, but what do they really want?
Oh, who knows? Maybe they're like us in the arms industry, always looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let these maniacs start a war today. You still have the card keys?
Card keys?
To override the detonation code. I heard you had them.
No, not anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the terrorists?
No, that woman.
Woman? Who?
A soldier that was thrown in prison along with me.
A female soldier, it must be.
She said she had just joined up as a new recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
A new recruit? Could that be the Colonel's niece?
I gave her the key. Looks like she managed to break out of here, though. I hope she's okay.
I'm sure she is. She's green, but as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
I was in contact with her by codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec?
Yes, she stole it from the guard. If she still has it, you should be able to contact her.
I'm sure she still has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, it's... Oh, sorry. I forgot.
Damn!
Oh, that's right. It should be on the back of the CD case. Try to contact her.
I'll contact her right away. But tell me, if this doesn't work, is there some other way to prevent the missile launch?
You need to find Hal Emmerich, one of my employees.
Who's that?
The team leader of the Metal Gear Rex project. A genius at engineering, but a little bit of an oddball.
If there's anyone who can figure out how to stop Metal Gear from launching, it's him.
What if he can't come up with anything?
You'll have to destroy it. Emmerich knows how to destroy Metal Gear.
Where is this Emmerich?
Well, he's probably being held somewhere in the nuclear warhead storage building. It's north from here. That's where he worked.
I understand, but why Metal Gear? The nuclear age ended with the turn of the millennium.
Oh, you're wrong. The threat of nuclear war isn't gone. In fact, it's greater than it's ever been. The amount of spent nuclear fuel and plutonium is increasing even today. Listen, have you ever seen a warehouse full of nuclear material?
No.
Drums and drums of nuclear waste stacked this high, as far as you can see. Because there's still no real way to dispose of the stuff.
So they just close the lid and try to pretend like it'll go away?
Essentially, yes. And they're not even doing a good job of storing it. Many of the drums are corroded, with nuclear waste seeping out of them.
Unbelievable.
Not only that, but several pounds of MUF are reported every year.
MUF?
It stands for material unaccounted for. It proves that there's a large and well-organized black market in nuclear materials. Furthermore, since the end of the Cold War, Russian nuclear engineers in particular are out of work with no way to turn. In other words, there's plenty of available nuclear material and scientists for making a bomb. We live in an age when any small country can have a nuclear weapons program.
What about the other superpowers?
Russia and China still maintain a significant nuclear presence. Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility. To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming power.
You mean Metal Gear?
Yes. You know our industry suffered quite a blow as a result of the cuts in military budgets due to this so-called peace.
I remember hearing a lot about mergers and takeovers among the big weapons makers.
Yes, and after my company lost their bid to produce the Air Force's next line of fighter jet, the Metal Gear system was our last ace in the hole. That's why we pushed to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black project?
Secret projects paid for by the Pentagon's black budget. You can avoid a lot of red tape and get a great lead time on your weapons production. And no one can bother you. Not even those bleeding heart liberals on the Military Oversight Committee.
Bribes.
I prefer to think of it as good business. Anyway, Metal Gear was going to be formally adopted after the results of this exercise were analyzed.
I don't give a crap about you and your company.
Yes, that's about what I'd expect from a grunt like you. Here, this is what you came for, right?
What's that?
An optical disc. It's all here. The main hard drive was destroyed by gunfire. This is the only remaining copy of the data.
What kind of data?
All the data collected from this exercise. Don't play dumb. I know you were sent to get this. I hid it from that sadistic maniac while he was torturing me. They don't know this disc exists. Make sure you report this to Jim. To your boss. I'll give you my card too. It'll open up all security level 2 doors.
Can you walk?
No. No, you go on without me. They got my password. They don't want anything else from me.
I have one more question. Who or what was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
That ninja? That was Foxhound's dark little secret.
Dark little secret?
An experimental genome soldier.
You know him?
You should ask Dr. Naomi Hunter from Foxhound. She knows better than I.
Naomi?
You've got to stop them. If it goes public, my company and I are finished.
What? Doesn't Metal Gear use currently existing technology?
Metal Gear itself does, but... What did you do to me? Oh, no. Oh, no, it can't be. Those Pentagon bastards. So, they actually went and did it.
What are you talking about?
They're just using you for...
What the hell?
Colonel, are you listening? Now he's dead too.
I have no idea.
Don't lie to me.
It looked like another heart attack, but...
Some kind of poison?
Well, there are lots of drugs that can cause a heart attack in large doses. For example, potassium chloride or dioxides, but we won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy.
Damn!
Snake, I want you and Meryl to work together.
Can I trust her?
More than you can trust me. Get in contact with her.
Snake, there's a lot of electrical interference coming from there. It should be okay if you do burst transmission like us, but normal transmission is probably impossible. Try moving away from that area.
Snake, get a hold of yourself.
Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? A member of Foxhound?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, we have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
Cool. Not through there. I need to go in here. Basically backtrack the entire way. And I can get a refill on a bunch of stuff.
It looks like the place is protected by infrared sensors. Somehow you'll have to make it past the beams. It looks like the place is protected by infrared... Yeah, that fight took a lot out of me, so... What have you got there? A cardboard box?
Yeah, remember that trick?
That's the Snake I remember. Those poor fools won't know what hit them.
Oh well, then in that case...
A cardboard box, huh? Just like Zanzibar.
It saved my skin more than a few times in Outer Heaven, too.
Getting the maximum use out of ordinary on-hand objects is the first principle of survival. It's especially important in covert operations.
I haven't forgotten what you taught me.
A cardboard box. A cardboard box usually consists of a thin pasteboard with a corrugated paper center. They are usually made of recycled paper. It was first invented in Europe over 100 years ago. It was originally used to absorb one's sweat when wearing hats. With the same amount of wood to make one wooden box, you can make 6 or 7 cardboard boxes. And since it's recyclable, it's highly economical. In addition, it's strong and easy to store. That's why it's widely used for packing. But to avoid damaging weapons and other delicate instruments when shipping them, they should be packed in stronger boxes like wood or something. Also, the crevices should be filled with styrofoam to prevent them from moving around. So, anyway, what's with the box?
Oh, nothing. No big deal.
Up this Snake. I'm gonna save.
What's up, Snake?
And likely try to find someone to raid out.
Snake, like Shakespeare said, knots had, all spent, while our desire is got without content. Basically, it means that your desire can get you into trouble if you're not careful. That goes for items, too. Don't get too greedy or you might be sorry. Be careful, Snake.
And yes, we should try to find a raid target, preferably in the same category. Well, let's see if there's someone doing events. Let's go raid. Are you on yet? It doesn't seem like you're on yet. Let's go raid into Necaboy Blue. He's a Catboy VTuber who is a delight to listen to, and he is currently playing some Age of Wonders 4, which is a 4X and thus a lot more my type of game than Metal Gear, even though it holds a soft spot in my heart. So let's start that raid and give them a no, be cool, follow the rules, and most importantly, be you. See you next time.